I bet there's been a time in your life, maybe multiples, maybe it's right now, where you have said, I just want to run away. I just want to leave everything behind. I don't want to have these problems. I don't want to have this pain. I don't want to have to be in the sorrow with these people. I just want to run away. I think it's very human, and I think that we've done it numerous times, and we have this concept of running away as everything's going to be better. It's kind of why we go on vacation, right? To run away from things. That's different, and I think that we should all go on vacation. You need time to rest your bodies, but there are times when I know I've done it as a mom, as a partner, in relation to work. But you know deep down when you say that I just want to run away, that you're just running to more problems. You're just running to a different set of circumstances. In those times, what comes along with the desire to run away is often isolation, leaving people behind. You've gotten to a point where it's so bad, where the storms have come in waves time and time again, maybe for days, for weeks, for months, for years, that you're not sharing with other people what's going on. You're hiding behind a happy face, or you're in bed nonstop, not leaving. These are the times when you need to fight like crazy. You need to ask the Lord. You need to vocalize to the Lord what is going on. You need to write it down. And then you need to trust Him to give you somebody to partner with in these storms. You cannot isolate in these times. Running away isn't going to help. Running from your problems isn't a thing. It's just like waiting when you are just trying to get through one waiting period, and to get to another, what there's going to be is another waiting period. Once you get out of this, there's going to be something else. So you need to do two things. First, you need to write it down. What are you running from? What are the feelings you're running from? Not the specifics. I'm running from my marriage. I'm running from my family. I'm running from my job. Yes, but what are the feelings behind that? I'm running from a feeling of inadequacy. I'm running from a feeling of unhappiness. I'm running from a feeling of fear. Write down the feelings, because feelings are liars. Feelings aren't bad in of themselves. We need to honor every single feeling. Don't try and push your feelings away. But write down the feeling, then look at it and let it pass. Write down those feelings. Speak them out loud to another human being, because we have all this weight and all this burden on us, and when we give it breath, or when we give it pen to paper, it takes some of the weight off. But we have to give it to somebody else first. You give it to your Jesus by saying it out loud, by writing it in your devotions, and then you do the same thing, saying it out loud or writing it down in a letter, a text, something to a friend, so that they can take some of the weight. You cannot do this alone, especially if you've gotten to a point where you feel like you want to run away, where it's that bad. You've got to get some of the pressure that is weighing you down, that is on your shoulders, and give it to someone else. I'm telling you, you might feel that instant relief just in doing this. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to write down the feelings that are pulling you down. You can write down what it is and then write down the feeling. Write down those feelings, and then who do you need to share this with? First, our Jesus. First, you give it to the Lord, which you're doing right now. But who is a person, who is an acquaintance, who is a family member that you're going to share this with? Or multiples. Because the more you give it away, the more it'll be taken off of your chest and your shoulders. And then how and when are you going to do it? Is it going to be an email? Are you going to have coffee with somebody? Are you going to text message somebody? I know one of the hardest times in my life, when things were not great in my family, I didn't even really want to talk to my best friend, because I was in so much pain, and like saying words out loud hurt. But I texted her and I said, just because I know I need to get some of this weight off, and because I know you're going to partner with me through this, because you're my person, I just need to tell you what's going on. And I texted her. And I would hope that those people in your life that you do that will call like crazy. They'll show up. They'll continue to text you until you dig out of whatever it is that you're going through. I'm not saying saying it's going to be over. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's going to take off some of the weight. So your prompts are, just put run. What am I running from? What are the feelings I'm running from? You can honor those feelings and then let them pass on by. And who do I need to share this with? And how and when am I going to do it? Because you know a timeline is super, super, super important. Here's a verse for today. It's Galatians 6:2. Carry one another's burdens. In this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. It's simple. Carry one another's burdens. In this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Look it up in a couple of different versions, but most importantly, if you're trying to run right now, what are you running from? What are the feelings that you're running from? Who are you going to share it with? And when